In spite of what the worst racists and criminals in our government keep telling you, undocumented immigrants are not job stealers, a drain on resources, or economically inconvenience. I'm Nadia, and the reality is that these immigrants are the backbone of the US economy and are more critical to our livelihoods than wealthy CEOs. Let's first get one thing straight. Undocumented immigrants pay taxes. In 2010, they brought in a total of $10.6 billion in state and local taxes and about $870 million in income taxes. Their effective rate is in many states higher than the rates paid by rich people. That's right, undocumented immigrants are paying more in taxes. Because when people like Trump claim they're smart for avoiding paying their fair share, they're really just paying lawyers some of that money to cheat the system. Undocumented immigrants pay what they owe, and then some. In fact, they are almost single-handedly keeping the Social Security fund from going bankrupt. As the aging boomer population retires, undocumented immigrants are filling the gap. In 2010 alone, they contributed more than $12 billion into the Social Security Trust Fund. And here's the thing, they will never see a penny of that $12 billion, never receive anything in return, because they don't qualify for Social Security in their old age. In other words, retiring boomers are leeching off the taxes of undocumented immigrants, not the other way around. Meanwhile, wealthy CEOs are making it hard for their workers to retire. The number of workers on a corporate retirement plan dropped by 68% in the last 30 years. So that leaves workers totally reliant on Social Security. Meanwhile, the CEOs will all retire comfortably at the expense of the ever-declining wages of their workers, leaving undocumented workers to pick up the slack with none of the credit, as usual. And don't forget, CEOs like Jeff Bezos and the Walton family pay their workers so little that a tenth of them are on government-subsidized food stamps. Undocumented people spend most of their money on food, shelter, health, and entertainment. This encourages production and consumption, which boosts the economy. Wealthy CEOs hoard money and take it out of circulation, which increases the wealth gap and is terrible for the economy. Undocumented immigrants who qualify for DACA, a program for young immigrants brought to the US as minors, contribute $42 billion to the annual GDP of the United States. The US has a $17 trillion economy and a low and declining birth rate. Immigration is the natural solution to this problem, and racists in government like Stephen Miller still insist on cutting off their nose to spite their face. In fact, Trump's family detention camps will cost taxpayers $5.6 million a day and $2 billion annually. It would be cheaper to let everybody in and live on welfare. This was never about who we could afford to take in. This is about torturing immigrants. Because while we're arguing about their economic merits, migrants and asylum seekers are being caged, they are being hunted, they are being killed, they are being raped. Regardless of whether or not they are contributing to our economy, which they are, we should not be well into the intermediate stages of ethnic cleansing. It is more important now than ever to help support those who need help the most. There are dozens of organizations along the border that provide free legal aid to undocumented immigrants, and every penny counts. We'll drop a few links in the description below, along with the ACLU, all of which deserve your time and energy. Thanks for watching this episode of Prompt. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more episodes just like this. Keep up the good fight, and we'll see you next time.